This is the story of Medal of Honor recipient, U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta. Salvatore, known as Sal, was born on January 21, 1985 in Clinton, Iowa, to parents Stephen and Rosemary Giunta. He grew up with two younger siblings, Mario and Katie. After graduating from JFK High School in Cedar Rapids, he enlisted in the U.S. Army in November 2003. He completed basic training, infantry training, and the basic airborne course at Fort Benning, Georgia. Upon completion, Giunta was assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 503rd Infantry Regiment of the 173rd Airborne Brigade in Vicenza, Italy. In support of Operation Enduring Freedom, he was deployed to Afghanistan from March 2005 to March 2006. During this deployment, he was wounded in the leg and awarded the Purple Heart. By 2007, now an Army specialist, Giunta and his unit were sent back to Afghanistan. They were stationed at Fire Base Vegas in the Korangal Valley, a rugged, 10-mile stretch of the Hindu Kush Mountains near the Pakistan border. The area was so dangerous that American troops referred to it as the Valley of Death. On October 25, 2007, 22-year-old Giunta served as a rifle team leader for Platoon 1 during Operation Rock Avalanche. His 8-man squad was tasked with providing cover and intercepting hostile forces along a ridge overlooking a village, where two other platoons were conducting operations. As the men made their way back to their outpost, Sergeant Josh Brennan led the patrol, followed by the rest of the team, spaced about 15 feet apart. The night was clear and bright under the moonlight, so they didn't use night vision. They didn't realize they were walking into a deadly ambush. Moments later, Taliban fighters opened fire from multiple positions, setting up an L-shaped ambush with AK-47s, RPGs, and machine guns. Sergeant Brennan was struck 8 times and fell wounded. Specialist Frank Ekrode was also hit 4 times, and combat medic specialist Hugo Mendoza was fatally wounded. Specialist Eric Gallardo tried to move forward to help, but was forced back by heavy RPG fire. An AK-47 round pierced his helmet, grazing his scalp but miraculously leaving him alive. Seeing Gallardo hit, Giunta rushed toward him just as a bullet slammed into his chest plate, stopping in his armor. Seconds later, another round struck the rocket launcher slung across his back, again saving his life. Giunta ordered 2 men to provide rear protection and cover fire, while others threw grenades toward enemy positions, allowing them to reach the wounded. Gallardo treated Ekrode's injuries and coordinated a medevac. Giunta then advanced toward where Brennan had fallen, but Brennan was gone. Pushing forward, Giunta spotted 2 Taliban fighters dragging Brennan away. Without hesitation, he charged toward them, firing his M4 rifle. He killed one and wounded the other, forcing him to flee. Giunta pulled Brennan back to safety, where medics began treatment. Soon after, reinforcements from the 2nd and 3rd platoons arrived, ending the ambush. The firefight lasted barely 3 minutes, but its impact was devastating. Sergeant Josh Brennan succumbed to his wounds the next day, and Specialist Hugo Mendoza died on the battlefield. Giunta's courage astonished his fellow soldiers. Specialist Gallardo said, "What he did was crazy. He stopped the fight. He stopped them from taking a soldier." 2 days later, Giunta's commander informed him that he would be recommended for the Medal of Honor. After nearly 3 years of review, on September 10, 2010, Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta received the nation's highest military award from President Barack Obama, becoming the first living Medal of Honor recipient since the Vietnam War. In interviews afterward, Giunta remained humble. He insisted that he only did what any soldier would have done and credited his training and his loyalty to the men beside him. He often said, "This medal belongs to everyone, not just me." True to his words, on July 6, 2017, Giunta donated his Medal of Honor to the 173rd Airborne Brigade, believing it belonged to the unit, not to him alone.